Yes, I think we are live. Yes, we are. We're live. Now, today's subject, I'm going to be going straight to the point. This thing that you live in, we got to understand that this is the miracle. This thing that you live in is the only thing that's going to be with you from the moment you are born, and it's going to be with you until the moment that you leave the body and the brain here. Now, what does that mean? We got to learn how to honor this more. We've got to learn how to respect this more. We've got to learn how to nourish it more. But I think you're going to understand that some of you are going to be challenged with this thing that you live in. So please do. First of all, type in the chat as you're coming in. Let me know what country are you in. I want to know where this message gets shared to. And then type in the chat and be honest. Because remember, this is a lead up. Because on Monday, we've got the 2022 Success and Freedom Accelerator. What does that mean? I'm going to be gifting you about 2 hours of coaching every single day. Every single day, there's a different recipe. Today, we're going to be talking quickly about the body, this thing that you live in. You can't ever escape this thing that you live in because every breath you take, every heartbeat that gets gifted to you, boom, you're in this thing. Now, we know some of you are going to be challenged. So please type in the chat now. What are some of the challenges that you have in your life that affect your body? Because you've got to understand that if you feel like life is just hitting you down, and you haven't got strategies and how to bounce back, how to get back up, life is going to knock you down. So what do we want in life? Well, you want some strength. You want some good strength. But guess what? That strength comes from a pressure. Now, type in the chat. Let me just go to the comments and see what types of comments we've got. Okay, great. Now, type in the chat now. What are some challenges that you have when it comes to your body? Even if you're watching this on a replay, please type those challenges in. Why? Because when we go through this 5-day challenge, I'm going to be making sure that I can address your specific needs. What I love doing in life is really helping people take their life from whatever level they're playing at, whether it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad in their perception, but what my job is to do is to take it up to the next level. Because if you're not constantly growing and becoming more, I can tell you now, there's going to be a part of you inside, it's going to feel like it's dying. It's going to feel like it's breaking down. And then we're living in something that's putting out a bad energy. It's putting out a bad meaning. And guess what? That then becomes your reality. Now, type in the chat. Come on, type in the chat. Be honest, because I can now give someone some free coaching. So type in the chat now. What are some challenges you have with your body? Now, some people say, oh, I'm overweight. Right. Well, there's a simple saying that says eat less and move more. So if we know that to be true, why do we not get the right results? Because there's a lot of programming that's happened in the brain. Because moving your body, my friends, is natural. Think about children, let's say, I don't know, kid up, say 4 to 8 years old. Look how much they're moving their bodies. Look how free they are when they're moving their bodies. Who had to teach them it? No one. But why then, as most adults, do we need to be motivated to go and move, to be inspired to go and move, to have to go and find time to do, oh, we don't have time in my life. You haven't not got time to move this thing that you live in. Why? Because what's going to make you weak is decreased workload. And what's going to get you strong is having the right type of pressure put on you. Because remember, that's how diamonds get formed. You put that pressure on, boom, a diamond that sparkles, a diamond that shines come out. We want you sparkling in your life. We want you shining in your life. But if you sit and do nothing, what do you think is going to happen to the body? Yeah, it's going to get weaker. It's going to start to break down. Eventually, it could shut down. And we're seeing this happen with people's immunities. So what do we want? Well, it's pretty great. In fact, you tell me, type in the chat now, what do you want for your body? Tell me, what do you want for your body? Tell me. Type it in the chat. Let me see. You want to live in a body that's strong. You want to have that health and that energy oozing through you. You want to live in a body that is balanced. You want to live in a body that is flexible. You want to live in a body that's got high immunity. You want to live in a body so that when you look in a mirror naked, that when you look in a mirror naked, you like what you see. Because only when we strip everything away and we're left with the truth, that's when we're like, oh, I don't like what I see. I don't like what I feel. I don't like what's going on here. Great. Now we know what changes need to be made. Because if we don't know what changes need to be made, that's not going to happen naturally. They're not going to happen normally. Why? Look at the normal, what goes on for most people's bodies now. From a health perspective, they're now saying 2 out of every 3 people, not 1 out of 20, 1 out of 50, 2 out of every 3 people are going to get a heart disease, a cancer, and a diabetes. That's insane. A body that's healthy, a body that's vibrant, a body that has the balance, the flexibility, the love, the appreciation, it doesn't carry those types of illnesses and sicknesses. You don't get that stuff like, oh, I'm just one of the unlucky ones. No, it's lifestyle driven. So we've got someone, I can't even see this name, I don't even understand that name, but it says, I want to be more healthy and slim. Brilliant. Come and join us. Make sure that you are registered for this 5-day challenge. Now, Alicia, can you please put that link somewhere around here? So there's going to be a link around here. And brilliant, it's on there. So we've just seen it go out on YouTube. It's just gone out on Facebook. And it's on Insta as well. Amazing. She's on it. Thank you so much. And all you got to do, my friends, is click that link. Now, why do you want to do that? Because all of what I'm talking about, the body, here's what we want. We want you to be in a body because okay. You know, the press around the world labeled me the miracle man. I will spend the rest of my life, literally, probably until my last breath, helping to teach people that everyone is the miracle. Everyone. They just haven't discovered it yet. And when we can teach you to discover more of this stuff that's within you, you're going to understand that your body, what's happening with your body is you're gifted 50,000 new cells every 3 seconds. If you cut yourself, guess what? You heal naturally. You don't even have to give it a single thought. You go and put a demand on the body, bam, now you go and get strong, and you can use that strength in an area of your life where you may need that strength. Because I can tell you now, if you don't put the demand on yourself, when life puts the demand on you, if you haven't put that demand on yourself, bam, that's where people break down. That's where people go into being a victim. That's where bodies break down. And oh my God. So this 5-part documentary we're launching at the moment, we've got people doing stuff in their 90s and their 100s. You're not going to believe this stuff until you see it. We are phenomenal as a human race. That's why I'm gifting to you guys these 5 days of free coaching every day next week. Every day, Monday to Friday. Just make sure you click that link. Make sure you get registered. Make sure you show up. We're not sharing the replays. We want this to be a live experience. So imagine we're here, we're doing these little lives. They last like 15, 20 minutes. You imagine about 2 hours of content every day, but specific on 5 key areas of your life. And you cannot avoid the area of the body. You can't. You live in it 24/7. You cannot avoid the area of your mind. Most people's minds are taking them away from their truth, away from discovering this magic within themselves, away from creating their destiny. Most people are living in relationships where they're toxic and they're not thriving in their relationships. Most people are struggling when it comes to money. Most people are blocked and closed when it comes to connecting to this universe intelligence, this life force energy. Those are the 5 areas that we're going to cover every single day. Now, when it comes to the body, these are the subjects that I'll say them, they're common sense, but common sense in today's world isn't common practice. So you may not even be putting this into practice yourself. When it comes to your body, what you feed it is huge, absolutely huge. Because if you are putting dead stuff in your body, if you're putting processed stuff in your body, if you're putting stuff that's going to rust your body from the inside out in, you would say that's not very intelligent. But the chances are you're probably doing it. Why? Because of traditions. Your family have handed down certain traditions. Society has handed down certain traditions when it comes to certain foods that we consume. What I want to be able to do is set you free from all of that stuff. Someone who's like literally nearly coming up to 50 years old. I've got this energy that children still have, because energy has no age. And whatever area of your life you want to improve, out of these 5 key areas, you're going to need energy to do it. But if you're putting dead stuff in the body, that could be draining energy from your body. Most people are eating themselves into a food coma. Think about this. Have you ever eaten food and you've gone eating, oh, I think I need a little lie down. I think I need to go and rest a little bit. That food that you've just eaten has not then served you, because food is meant to be full of live nutrients. And when those live nutrients get in your blood, bam, these are the building blocks that build you up. You think you cannot build a house without the bricks. You cannot create a human body without the cells. So we've got to feed the cells the right type of nutrition. Now, we'll provide all the solutions for you. All you've got to do is show up Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 8:30 every single day. So Shifali says timings. Okay, yeah, so the timings, there you go. So Monday to Friday, when you register, we will send you all the timings. I'm pretty sure the timings will be on the landing page when you click that link. But it is Monday, 6:30 to 8:30, all the way through to Friday. We're going to be there every single day. Now, here's what I suggest. You clear your schedule for that time. Why? Because you got to look at how many people are breaking down now. How many people are breaking down in their own bodies? How many people are breaking down in their own minds? How many people are breaking down in their relationships? How many people are breaking down when it comes to money? How many people are breaking down when it comes to energy and intelligence? We're going to flip all of those areas up. And I cracked it. And how did I crack it? Probably by cracking most bones in this body. I cracked it by seriously being knocked down by life. And at the time, I became a victim pretty much all the times. But now, and again, this is why we're launching this 5-part documentary series, because in the middle of that, I fell 50 feet down this waterfall, hit a rock at the bottom, snapped this tailbone, snapped this wrist. We filmed it. We got it all on camera. And and they wanted to operate and said it's going to be 9 months, and he's not going to fully heal from this. This is how awesome we are. 3 days later, I was on stage being the only speaker delivering an event for about 1,000 people. Now, how's that possible? Because there's a power in you. That power, that intelligence that's gifting your body these 50,000 new cells every 3 seconds, that has your heart beating from before you've even come out your mama. And it will keep beating until you take your last breath. There is a divinity, there is an alignment, there is an intelligence that has created this thing we live in. You don't just end up in a human body. You made it here, but you made it to a world that needs you to step into your greatness. Now, the first thing that you want to learn how to step into is a body that functions at super high levels and a body that you are super proud of. So type in the chat now, what do you want for your body? Type it in the chat. Because why am I asking you to type in the chat? Because as soon as you go and type something and your eyes can see what you want, it goes deeper into your awareness. It gets deeper into the subconscious part of your mind. And we're going to be spending one of those days specifically on the mind. Because if you don't master your mind, your mind will master you. And what we now know is that those 60-odd thousand thoughts that you have a day, for most people, those thoughts are negative. And they're repeating the same thoughts from yesterday and the day before and the day before. So their life just repeats and repeats and repeats. Whereas every single day, we can get to discover more of your greatness. And you've got to really learn how to take control of your focus. You've got to learn how to take control of your thoughts. You've got to learn how to take control of your energy, because this is the miracle. Most of what you are, probably about 95% of what is happening to you right now, where your cells are regenerating and you've got blood being pumped around your body. You've got the lymph going around, grabbing up all that garbage, trying to cleanse, trying to detox the cells of your body, the trillions of cells that make up your body. If you don't feed them the right stuff, they're not going to thrive. And I want to tell you exactly what to feed them. And we're going to be laying it all out for you. It's super simple and it's super fun as well. We're going to be showing you exactly how to move your bodies in the right ways. Because you might go, well, I'm fit. I was fit when I was English champion, but I was always ill. And even though I recovered from that broken back to become the English champion, I was still breaking down. My immunity was low. Now, you're seeing this with pro athletes all over the world. They're having heart attacks and strokes and dying on the field. How come? They're fit, but not healthy. What we're going to show you how to do is how to bring the two together so that you can have the health and the fitness and the aliveness that you want to be living in within your body. Because if you look at your body right now, it is your creation. And you will, I would never choose to live like this. Well, maybe not consciously, but you've made those choices at some level. Because we want to make sure that your heart beats strong. We want to make sure that if you do get knocked down, you've got this strength and this balance and this flexibility to be able to get back up and then go and shine even brighter, to go and get even better results, to be able to bounce back better than when you went into the dip. Because life is going to go like this. And it could do with any of those 5 subjects that we're going to cover. You're going to go up, but then you're going to hit a dip. But then you're going to go up, and then you're going to hit a dip, and you're going to go up. Just like how your lungs expand and they contract. They expand and they contract. Just like your heartbeat is the same thing. It beats out, but then it pulls in. It beats out and it pulls in. The universe, all of creations are doing the same. Now, what it means is, what's more important, the expansion or the contraction? Neither one. They're both important. So when we hit that dip, it's so important to be able to honor, I'm in this dip because life now wants to teach me something. I'm in this dip because I now have to learn something more than I've ever known before to be able to take me up to the next level. Now, here's what I want to say. Because people are going, oh, yeah, but come on, Skip, you're just like hyping all this up. Come on, when we get older, things break down. I'm like, no, that is normal for most people, but that is not normal in my world. I broke down so much as a kid. I was ill. I had all these illnesses, all these viruses, all these allergies, was always on some type of medication, and I was breaking down all the time. This is why now very rarely do I get a symptom, and I'm pushing myself hard all the time. All the time. Why? Because we get to discover more of our greatness. So what happens is that when you understand that you are growing and you are contracting, you're growing and you're contracting, this physical thing that you live in has so much intelligence in every single cell that if you don't use it, you will lose it. So you can lose strength, you can lose balance, you can lose flexibility, you can lose immunity, you can lose energy, you can lose creativity, productivity. All of that stuff is come from a lifestyle that's getting you number and number and number. Now, here's what I want to be able to help you to do. Clean up your lifestyle, because when people say, oh, yeah, but Skip, things break down when you get old, like eyesight goes and, hearing goes and, movement goes and all this. I'm like, no, that happens when you get toxic. When you get this toxic buildup inside the body, that's when things break down. So what have we got to understand? Where the hell are these toxins coming from? They're coming from your food, your drink, the environment. Any form of stress is going to create these toxins. These toxins are everywhere. So we've got to learn, okay, if these toxins are everywhere, what does it mean? I never go out? No, it just means that we add a few little things into our lifestyle so that we can be protected. Now, that's the stuff that I want to be able to go through with you on this 5-day challenge. It's starting Monday. It's the 2022 Success and Freedom Accelerator. If you want to accelerate your success, if you want to accelerate your freedom in life, if you want to learn how to live in a body that you're super proud of, that functions at super, super high levels. If you want to learn how to focus your mind into improve any area of your life, if you want to learn how to increase your finances and your money, if you want to learn how to create better relationships, if you want to learn how to have the energy that creates worlds in our universe, to have that breathing through you, then these 5 days are for you, my friend. I teach this stuff to very high paying clients. We're talking celebrities, world famous CEOs, world famous athletes, and they pay me 6 figures a year for 1 hour a week, and they're happy with it. Why? Because in that hour it is totally focused energy on them, and they leave that knowing exactly what to do, and that consistency keeps their life improving and becoming more. If we're not becoming more, a part of us, as I mentioned earlier, a part of us feels like it's dying. So we need to make sure that we're becoming more on a daily basis. You come and spend these 5 days with me, 2 hours a day. I can tell you now what you're going to learn each day. It's the new world, my friends, and we get to create the life of our dreams in the new world. This is where we get to discover that miracles are real. And if you don't believe in miracles, then you're just allowing that doubting part of the mind to block you from what is the truth. So I really hope you got some value from today's little session. Make sure you got registered. Make sure that you're bringing someone to this 5-day challenge as well, because here's the truth. The secret of living is given. If you go out there and you extend yourself to someone, say, hey, look, I'm going into this challenge. I'm going in this 2022 Success and Freedom Accelerator. Come and join me. It's 2 hours a day and life after it is going to be better. What do you think is going to happen between you and that person that you're in that relationship with? Whether it's a friend, a loved one, a family member, a work colleague, you're going to get closer and that relationship's going to get stronger. So, my friends, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll be live again tomorrow for another little booster. And from now till then, live strong, live healthy, live long. Make sure you live now with a nutrients option in water. For now,